Even if I touch a meal, and do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the NFL coverage. We're winding down here at the end of season 2 as we're going to recap the conference championships with the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship, and then talk about the matchup for the Super Bowl. So we have the Commanders and Eagles. Many figured that it would be a close game, but the Eagles absolutely handle the Washington Commanders. For the Eagles, we had Jalen Hurts with 246 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, as well as 16 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Saquon Barkley had him a game at 118 yards on 15 rushes with 3 rushing touchdowns, and Shipley had 77 receiving yards for a tutty. And A.J. Brown had 96 yards. I'm sorry, Shipley had 77 rushing yards and a touchdown. And A.J. Brown had 96 receiving yards and a touchdown. Devontae Smith with 45, and Dallas Goedert, I'm sorry if I butchered his last name, he had 85 receiving yards. And the Philadelphia Eagles just absolutely dominated. They put up 55 points with a total of 6 touchdowns in one game. 1 passing touchdown, and no, they put up, check that, they put up 8 touchdowns, 6 rushing touchdowns, and a passing touchdown. So 55-23, Eagles absolutely dominate the Commanders. Bills, Chiefs, really good game. It was a back and forth with Josh Allen doing his thing, and obviously betting against Kansas City Chiefs probably is not going to go in your favor. Patrick Mahomes, 245 yards and a passing touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 64 rushing yards, rushing touchdown. Mahomes, 43 rushing yards with 2 rushing touchdowns. Xavier Worthy with a receiving touchdown with 85 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster with 60 receiving yards. And Kansas City, probably one of their best outings offensively that they've had pretty much all season, putting up 32 points. And the AFC Championship against the Buffalo Bills. They take the dub by 3 points, 32-29. So Super Bowl is set. It is the Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, a rematch from what year was that? I believe 2022. Jalen Hurts' second year in the league. They lost to the Chiefs. And so real quick, some matchup stats. Philadelphia has a top 5 offense, 5th, and obviously where they're pretty much dominant is the run game, with Saquon Barkley having an absolutely phenomenal game or phenomenal season this year, where they're 2nd in rushing yards, with Kansas City's rushing defense being 22nd. Their rushing defense is 8th. Sorry, reading that wrong. Rushing defense is 8th, but Philadelphia's passing defense is 1st, with Kansas City's passing offense 14th. So it's going to be a really good matchup. I don't think this will be a high-scoring game. I can see it being a mid-scoring game, 21-16, maybe 28-21, something like that. But to me, this is going to come down to who dominates the run. If Saquon Barkley has 100-plus rushing yards and a touchdown or 2, I think Eagles get it done. Kansas City has to hold Saquon Barkley to under 100 yards. Not only that, but they also have to make sure that they cover in the backfield with, obviously, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So it's really going to come down to who can stop the run. You also have to, for both teams, but we all know Patrick Mahomes is going to get first downs with his feet. Kansas City has to stop the run. If Kansas City stops the run and forces A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts to have their chemistry on point, which not saying they can't, but if they force it to where Jalen Hurts has to throw the ball the majority of the game to put up a bunch of points, Kansas City, I think, gets the dub. So it's really, to me, going to come down to Saquon Barkley is the X factor. He shows up, Eagles win. If Kansas City can stop the run, clog the holes, apply that pressure and blitz blitzing on run game and really loading that box, then I think Kansas City Chiefs get it done. With just some more interesting stats for you guys. Third down offensively, Kansas City is second in third down percentage, which means when it's third down, they stay on the field, which is a crucial stat that dictates how well a team's going to do and how well that offense is going to score if you stay on the field third downs. Philadelphia Eagles, they are top 10, but again, Kansas City Chiefs are second. Some notable differences. Third down percentage defensively. So to put it in perspective, Eagles have the number 1 defense in the NFL. Their number 1 total defense. Their rushing defense is first. Their passing defense is 10th. Their points allowed is second at 17.8 points allowed. And the third down percentage is third. So I do think it's going to be rough for Kansas City offensively. I think Kansas City needs to come out and instead of trying to get your explosive plays early, I think they need to focus on getting what the defense taking what the defense gives you. Maybe nickel dime down the field, control the possession, and they just need to get points on the board when they get into field goal range, when they get into the red zone. They need to put points on the board, but it's going to be, I think they need to just a lot of check downs, maybe try to get the run game going with Kareem Hunt, maybe even some quarterback design, scramble boots or nakeds, things like that, to get that offense going. And you obviously, for the Kansas City offense, it's all about getting Travis Kelce involved. I would get him going early. I would get him going on screens early. I'd get him going on little whip routes, angle routes, on little block slip outs. I would get him going as early as possible, short routes. And then once you start to nickel and dime down the field and the defense tighten up, then I would go for your Xavier Worthies, your Juju Smith-Schusters, your downfield guys to try to get some chunk yardage for the Kansas City Chiefs, because it's going to be a chess match coaching wise. That defense as I just told you, that defense for the Eagles, they are not playing around. They get off the field on third downs. Kansas City stays on the field on third down. So I think defensively, as a defensive coordinator for both sides, Eagles and Kansas City, it is going to be an absolute chess match. But I think the pressure is on Kansas City defensively more than it is on the Eagles defensively. And that's pretty much all I have. Just some more notable ones. Eagles offense is top 5. Chiefs offense is 17th total offense. Obviously, the Eagles rushing is second. Their passing is 29th. Kansas City's passing is 14th. Their rushing is 22nd. Points is pretty much dead even. They're both middle of the pack, 7th. Eagles points per game, 7th at 27.1. Chiefs are 15th. But that's pretty much the lineup. Some notable injuries. Rashid Rice is out, which he's been out the majority, pretty much the whole season. Hardman is out. Devontae Smith is questionable with a hamstring, and Dallas Goedert is their tight end for Philadelphia is also questionable. Now, of course, this week the Super Bowl's not this week, so they have an extra week because the Pro Bowl or the Pro Bowl games, whatever that is happening this weekend, so they get an extra week of rest. So I would assume the guys that are questionable will probably be good to go for the Super Bowl. So again, this is gonna be second to last episode. Obviously, I'll do an episode after the Super Bowl to kind of recap what we saw, kind of how things went down, and that's gonna be it for season 2 of the NFL coverage. I appreciate you guys for this journey this season, and I will catch you guys after the Super Bowl.
Destiny, I'm gonna chase my dreams, my life.